Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Insider Tips. This week we're going to focus on a few key vendor conversations that you need to be preparing for. Believe it or not, by the time you watch this video, September is already halfway over and we're quickly heading into the fourth quarter. The good news for you is that many vendors are under the most pressure that they've ever experienced because they're trying to make their fourth quarter numbers and their end of year bonuses. This is when you have the maximum amount of leverage. This is also a great time for you as a practitioner to gather the key contracts that you have, and I'm talking about your website services, any ancillary internet services, as well as your cell phone and also your copier coverages. This is a good time to sit down and start analyzing, for instance, with the cell phone. Do you have specific outages? Have you gone over your plan fairly often? Are there other penalties and other things that really this current cell phone plan is not taking care of or handling for you? Right now, AT&T and Verizon are rolling out a number of new plans that may enable you to gain additional minutes on your plan, additional data coverage, or a lower cost. And this is a good time to begin those conversations. Nothing happens immediately. You might have to have a couple follow-up discussions just to get to that final yes. Many copier contracts are now set up on a cost per click or a cost per copy program. That's a very convenient program because that basically gives you all the toner and all the supplies that you need, but what you're paying for up front is an assumed number of clicks. It's a very convenient and low maintenance kind of plan. What I find though is a lot of law firms and small businesses tend to really over purchase on those clicks. In other words, they bought a level that's much higher than what they in fact actually use. The net result is they're paying for a lot of capacity that they never use, and that means you're leaving a lot of money on the table. This would be a very good time for you to go back and pull out your invoices and look at the amount of copies that you've made or the amount of prints, basically the clicks. Again, it's cost per click. Look at the number of clicks you've used over the last 6 to 12 months and determine, hey, are you really hitting that limit, or are you going over it, or are you, again, leaving money on the table? This would be a great conversation to have in the fourth quarter when that copier salesman is under immense pressure to upsell, to sell new products, and to make that year-end bonus number. With your web services, this is a good time to start looking at the overall spread of your cases. Geographically, where are they coming from? Are you as penetrated throughout the market as you thought you were? Do you need to look at additional listings somewhere? Do you have listings that are underperforming that you might be able to pull down and spend that money elsewhere? Maybe it's a matter of just going a few counties over and picking up some cases that really don't have a lot of competition. There's a lot of ways to get at that data, and I've been helping firms do that for a number of years. If you'd like my help with it, by all means, give me a quick call at 502-208-9639. We can sit down and talk about your thoughts. We can pull together the data and analyze what really should happen, and that gives you the next 3 months to renegotiate those contracts with your vendors or to actually add additional services when they're most highly discounted here in the fourth quarter. Thanks again for tuning into this week's edition of the Insider Tips. If you have any questions, if you'd like other topics covered, send me a quick email and I'll do my best to go ahead and answer those questions or do some research and get a video put together on specific topics. I really appreciate your time, and I'll talk to you again next week right here at Insider Tips. Take care. Bye-bye.